Have you ever felt like your money disappears faster than it used to? For many Americans, this frustration with rising prices helped bring Donald Trump back to the presidency. But the big question is, will Trump's policies help ease this financial burden, or could they make things even harder? When the polls closed, it became clear that voters' main wish was to change the economic landscape. Trump was seen as someone better equipped to handle the situation. However, what does this really mean for those who do the grocery shopping or fill up their gas tanks? Despite some improvements in recent months, the truth is that everything is still more expensive than it was a few years ago. An example? Grocery prices have increased by over 20% since 2021. Rent has skyrocketed, and fuel? More than 25% higher than what we used to pay. For many families, this means prioritizing essentials and cutting back on other expenses. Economists point out that although the rate of price increases is slowing, the impact is still very present in everyday life. After all, a less full shopping cart and a tighter budget remain the reality for many. One of Trump's ideas is to increase tariffs on imported goods, especially those from China. He believes this will force companies to bring production back to the United States. But for us, the consumers, the effect might be the opposite. Even higher prices. Imagine you go to the store to buy a phone, clothes, or even a toy for your child. If these tariffs are implemented, imported products could become more expensive. And who ends up paying the price? We do. Another promise from Trump is to reduce the number of immigrants in the country. This might sound like a distant issue, but it has a direct impact on sectors like agriculture, construction, and even restaurants. Fewer workers mean higher hiring costs, which could lead to higher prices on store shelves. For instance, many foods that reach our tables depend on immigrant labor. If fewer people are available to harvest fruits or work on farms, food prices could skyrocket. It's not just about politics, it's about economics. And what about oil? Trump also wants to open more land for oil production. If he succeeds, gas prices could drop. That would be great, wouldn't it? What does the future hold? Even if Trump manages to slow the rate of price increases, what's already gone up is unlikely to come back down. This means that, even with effective policies, the cost of living will remain high for many families. Some economists believe that his measures could help curb price hikes, but unfortunately, they won't restore prices to their previous levels. In the end, what really matters is how all of this impacts our daily lives. Will grocery prices keep climbing? Will we finally be able to save a little more at the end of the month? These are the questions millions of Americans are asking themselves right now. With Trump taking office, there's a lot of speculation about how his policies will affect the cost of living. But one thing is clear. Economic changes always hit our wallets first. Rent, gas, and even the food in our shopping carts are direct reflections of these decisions. Stay tuned to the channel and subscribe to get the latest updates on how these economic changes could affect you and your family. Information is power, and here you'll always have access to what really matters.